Now dot product is fairly simple. So if we have A dot B, it is nothing but mod A mod B cos theta. The only thing we need to remember here is angle between any two vectors. It is given by the angle between their tails or the angle between their heads. If we have this triangle and suppose this is A and this is B, then angle between them is not theta. Angle between them is angle between their tails. So angle between them will be this pi minus theta and not theta. And there are certain properties, and we already know A dot B is equal to B dot A. A dot A, it is mod of A square, and we use this property in reverse. So if we have any vector, say A plus B square, we can write this as A plus B dot A plus B. So it will be A dot A plus A dot B plus B dot A plus B dot B. Now this is mod of A square. Now A dot B is same as B dot A and B dot B is mod of B square. So it will be A square plus B square plus 2 times A dot B. So formula is same except that A plus B whole square is A square plus B square 2AB, but here it has A dot B. In the same way, suppose we have A minus B square, it will be mod of A square plus mod of B square minus 2 times A dot B. And suppose we have A plus B plus C whole square, it will be mod of A square plus mod of B square plus mod of C square plus 2 times AB BC CA. So it will be A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. At times we will be squaring this. Suppose XA plus YB plus Z A cross B, and it is given that A and B, they are perpendicular, and for perpendicular condition or orthogonal condition, the dot product, it must be 0. Now suppose it is given that A and B, they are perpendicular. So if we square it, we'll get x square into mod of A square, y square into mod of B square plus z square into mod of A cross B square plus 2 times A dot B. A dot B is 0. A dot A cross B, in scalar triple product, if any vector repeats, it is 0. And again B dot B cross C will also be 0. So this square will be equal to this given condition. Perpendicular condition we have already discussed. A dot B, it must be 0. Now here the question is, if A, B are two non-collinear unit vectors and A, B and XA minus YB, they form a triangle, then which of the following is correct? Now if these three vectors, they form a triangle, then we know that vector sum of three sides of a triangle is 0. So if it is 0, we can write 1 plus XA plus 1 minus YB, it is equal to 0. Now if A and B, they are non-collinear and MA plus NB is 0, that means M should be 0 and N should be 0. So from here we'll get this condition that 1 plus X is 0 and 1 minus Y is also 0. So value of X is minus 1 and value of Y is 1. So we get this condition that value of X and Y, they should be minus 1 and 1 respectively. Now if angle between A and B is theta, then we can write vector A plus B square as A square plus B square plus 2 A dot B, and A dot B is mod A mod B into cos theta, so which is 2 1 plus cos theta. Now we can write 1 plus cos theta as 2 cos square theta by 2. So from here we can say this vector A plus B, it must be equal to 2 cos theta by 2 or 2 cos angle between A and B divided by 2. That means this option A, it is correct. Now for the second part, we need to evaluate this second expression, and for this we'll first find angle between this vector A and minus vector A plus B, and let this angle be alpha. So we can write this as cos alpha, and cos alpha will be A dot, we'll take this minus here, and this is A plus B upon mod A and mod A plus B. Now we'll take mod A plus B with cos alpha, we can write mod of A plus B cos alpha will be equal to minus mod of A square minus A dot B upon mod of A. Now mod A is 1, so it will be 1, and then minus A dot B is AB cos theta, so it will be simply cos theta, and theta is angle between A and B. So we can write this as minus 1 minus cos angle between A and B. Now we'll take it on the left hand side, then we can write cos angle between A and B plus mod A plus B cos angle between A and minus A plus B, it is equal to minus 1. That means this option B is also correct. So the correct options are A and B. Now here the question is, if A and B are two given unit vectors at right angle, then the unit vector equally inclined with A, B and A cross B will be. Now we know that fundamental theorem in space says that if A and B are two non-collinear vectors, then any vector R, it can be expressed as a linear combination of A, B and A cross B. Now this R, it is equally inclined to A, B and A cross B. That means R dot A, it must be equal to R dot B, and suppose this angle is cos theta, and R dot A cross B upon mod A cross B, it is also equal to cos theta. Now we take R dot A, we'll write R dot A, it is equal to X. Now A dot B 0 and A dot A cross B 0. And the same way R dot B, it is Y, which means value of X and Y, they are equal. Now we take cross product with A cross B, we can write R dot A cross B, A dot A cross B and B dot A cross B will be 0. So it will be simply Z into mod of A cross B square. Now this is 1. Now mod of A cross B is mod A mod B sin theta, and sin between A and B is 90. So it will also be 1 into cos theta, and this is Z, and A cross B is again 1. So that means Z is also equal to cos theta. So from here we get this condition that X equals Y equals Z. So this R, it is actually X into A cap plus B cap plus A cap cross B cap. Now this R, it has to be a unit vector. So we need to find magnitude of R. Now we find R square will be this mod of X square, and then here will be mod of A square plus mod of B square plus mod of A cross B square plus 2 times A dot B will be 0, A dot A cross B will be 0, and B dot A cross B will also be 0. So magnitude of R square will be X square, and this is 1 plus 1 plus 1, it is 3. And since R, it is a unit vector, from here we get this condition that value of X is plus or minus 1 by root 3. So vector which is equally inclined to A, B and A cross B will be given by plus minus 1 by root 3 A cap plus B cap plus A cap cross B cap. So the correct options are options A and B. Now here the question is, A, B, C and D are the position vector of the points A, B, C and D respectively if mod of A is 2 root 3, angle between A and B is same as angle between A and C, and angle between A and D is pi by 2, and if A dot J, if angle between A and vector J is obtuse, then find the value of X, Y and Z. Now we are given that this A is Xi plus Yj plus Zk. Now mod A is 2 root 3. Now mod A square is X square plus Y square plus Z square, and it is equal to 2 root 3 square, which is 12. and that's our first equation. Now it also says angle between A and D is 90. That means A dot D, it is 0. Now we take A dot D, we'll get x minus y plus 2z, and it must be equal to 0, and that's our second equation. And now this third condition is angle between A and B is same as angle between A and C. Now A is common and mod of B is same as mod of C. That means we can simply write A dot B must be equal to A dot C. Now we write A dot B. A dot B will be xy minus 2yz plus 3xz, and it must be equal to 2xz plus 3xy minus yz. Now we take everything on the right hand side, we can write 2xy plus yz minus xz, it must be 0, and that's our third equation. So we have 3 unknowns and 3 equations. Now from the second equation, we'll take the value of z and we'll write z as y minus x by 2, and we'll put it in third equation. So we write 2xy plus y minus x into z. So it will be y minus x whole square upon 2, and it will be 0. So we'll get 4xy plus y square plus x square minus 2xy equals 0, or x plus y whole square equals 0. So the condition that we get from here is value of x plus y is 0, or x is equal to minus y. Now if we put y as minus x, we'll get z as minus x. So it will be also equal to minus z. So the condition that we are getting is x equals minus y equals minus z. Now since x square plus y square plus z square is 12, so from here we'll get 3x square, it is equal to 12. Value of x is plus or minus 2. So we'll get two cases. Case 1, either the values are 2, minus 2, minus 2, or when x is minus 2, it will be minus 2, 2 and 2. Now in the question it says angle between A and J is obtuse. So that means A dot J is less than 0. Now A dot J is y. So that means value of y is less than 0. So are these two cases, value of y is in this case. So from here we'll get the condition that value of x is 2, y is minus 2, and value of z is minus 2, and that is the answer to this question. Now here the question is, let A, B, C be 3 coplanar unit vectors such that A plus B plus C is 0. If 3 vectors P, Q and R parallel to A, B, C respectively have integral but different magnitudes, then among the following options, mod P plus Q plus R can take a value equal to. Now suppose P is N1 A cap, Q is N2 B cap, and R is N3 C cap, where N1, N2 and N3 they are integers and they are unequal also. Now mod of P plus Q plus R whole square will be mod of N1 A cap plus N2 B cap plus N3 C cap whole square, which is N1 square plus N2 square plus N3 square plus 2 times N1 N2 A dot B N2 N3 B dot C and plus N3 N1 C dot A. Now it is given that A plus B plus C, it is 0. Now we can write A plus B equals minus C, and if we take mod and square it, we'll get mod of A plus B square will be equal to mod of C square. Now mod of A plus B square is A square plus B square plus 2 times a dot b. So it will be 2 times a dot b and it will be equal to 1. So the value of 2 times a dot b, it is nothing but minus 1. So this 2 times a dot b, it is minus 1. 2 times b dot c is also minus 1 and 2 times c dot a is also minus 1. So it will be n1 square plus n2 square plus n3 square minus n1 n2 minus n2 n3 minus n3 n1. Now we can write this as 1 by 2 and it will be 2n1 square, 2n2 square, 2n3 square, 2n1 n2, 2n2 n3, 2n3 n1. So it will be n1 minus n2 square plus n2 minus n3 square plus n3 minus n1 square, or we can write magnitude of p plus q plus r will be 1 by root 2 into under root of n1 minus n2 whole square plus n2 minus n3 whole square plus n3 minus n1 whole square. Now since n1, n2, n3, they are distinct integers, then difference between n1, n2 will be at least 1. Difference between n2, n3 will be at least 1. And difference between n3 and n2 will be at least 2. So this p plus q plus r, it is always greater than or equal to, now we put this as 1, 1 and 2. So it will be 1 plus 1 plus 4, root 6. Root 6 divided by root 2 is root 3. So magnitude of p plus q plus r, it is always 3 or greater than 3. And this magnitude will be 3 if the difference are 1, 1 and 2. If we choose 3 consecutive integers. So answer to this question is this option C. Now here the question is, if mod A is 2, mod B is 3 and mod C is 4, then the maximum value of mod of A minus B square plus B minus C square plus C minus A square, it is 10 p plus q, then find the value of p minus q. Now if we look at mod of A minus B square plus mod of B minus C square plus mod of C minus A square, it is mod of A square plus mod of B square minus 2 A dot B, it is mod of B square plus mod of C square minus 2 B dot C and plus mod of C square plus mod of A square minus 2 times C dot A, or we can write this as 2 times mod of A square plus mod of B square plus mod of C square minus 2 A dot B plus 2 B dot C plus 2 C dot A. Now mod A is 2, mod B is 3 and mod C is 4. So it will be 2 into, now this is 4 plus 9 plus 16 minus 2 A dot B plus B dot C plus 2 C dot A. Now this is 29 into 2, so it is 58. This expression will be maximum if this expression is minimum. So we need to find minimum value of 2A dot B, 2B dot C and 2C dot A. Now we know that mod of A plus B plus C, it is always greater than or equal to 0. Now we square it, we can write mod of A square plus mod of B square plus mod of C square plus 2 times A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A, it is greater than or equal to 0. Now mod A square plus mod B square plus mod C square, it is nothing but it is 29. So from here we can write 2 times A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A, it is always greater than or equal to minus 29. So minimum value of this expression, it is nothing but minus 29. And if we put this minimum value here, then maximum value of this expression will be simply 58 plus 29, which is 87, which we can write as 8 into 10 plus 7. So here value of P is 8 and value of Q is 7. Now the value of P minus Q is simply 1, and that is the answer to this question. Now here the question is, if A, B, C are unit vectors satisfying mod of A minus B square plus mod of B minus C square plus mod of C minus A square equals 9, then the value of mod 2A plus 5B plus 5C is. Now we square it, we'll get mod of A square plus mod of B square plus mod of B square plus mod of C square plus mod of C square plus mod of A square minus 2 times A dot B, B dot C and C dot A, and it will be equal to 9. Now since they are unit vectors, so each of this mod, it is 1. So from here we'll get this A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A, it is minus 3 by 2. Now we also know that mod of A plus B plus C, it is always greater than or equal to 0. Now we square it, we'll get mod A square plus mod B square plus mod C square and plus 2 A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A, and will be greater than or equal to 0. That is, the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A will always be greater than or equal to minus 3 by 2. So here we have this equality sign. We'll get this equality sign when we have equal to sign here. That is, the condition that we'll get here is this A plus B plus C, it must be 0. Now if A plus B plus C is 0, then we can write B plus C will be equal to minus A. So it will be 2A minus 5A, which is mod of minus 3A, which is nothing but 3. So answer to this question is 3. Now here the question is, we are given this vector A, which is root 3I minus j, P is 1 by 2 I cap plus root 3 by 2 j cap, and this vector X, which is Q square minus 3B, and Y, which is minus PA plus QB. If X is perpendicular to Y, then express P as a function of Q. Now, if we find A dot B, then A dot B is root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2, and it is 0. So value of A dot B is 0. Mod of A is 2 and mod of B is 1. Now since X is perpendicular to Y, it means X dot Y, it must be 0. Now we take dot product, then we get minus P into mod of A square plus Q into Q square minus 3 into mod of P square and plus A dot B will be 0. So this is equal to 0, and since mod A is 2, so we get P as 1 by 4 Q into Q square minus 3. So this P as a function of Q, it is this given function, which is P equals 1 by 4 Q into Q square minus 3. Now we need to find intervals of monotonicity of FQ. So this is your function FQ. Now if we differentiate this function, we can write F dash Q will be 1 by 4, and this is 3Q square minus 3, and if we put it equals to 0, we'll get minus 1 and 1. So this is plus, minus and plus. So this function will be decreasing in minus 1 to 1 and increasing in minus infinite to minus 1 union 1 to infinite, and that is the answer to this question. Now the question is, if x, y, z be 3 vectors, each of magnitude root 2, and angle between each pair is pi by 3, that means x dot y must be equal to y dot z, and will be equal to z dot x, and will be equal to mod x mod y and cos pi by 3, and cos pi by 3 is simply 1 by 2. So this is 1. So x dot y equals y dot z equals z dot x, and will be equal to 1. Now it says if A is a non-zero vector perpendicular to x and y cross z. Now we know that any vector which is perpendicular to two given vectors will be in the direction of their cross product. So this A will be in the direction lambda 1 x cross y cross z, which we can write lambda 1 x dot z into y minus x dot y into z. Now both of them, they are 1, so we can write this A as lambda 1 vector y minus vector z. And the same way, B is a non-zero vector perpendicular to y and z cross x. So we can write this B as lambda 2, and this is y cross z cross x. So it will be lambda 2 y dot x into z minus y dot z into x. So this B will be lambda 2 z minus x. Now first we'll find A and B. Now in A we have A dot y. So if we take dot product with y, we can write A dot y equals lambda 1, and this is y dot y, which is mod of y square minus y dot z. Now mod of y square is 2, y dot z is 1, so it is nothing but lambda 1. So if we put the value of lambda 1 here, we'll get A equals A dot y into y minus z, and that's your option B. In the same way, in B we have B dot z. So if we take dot product with z, we can write B dot z will be equal to lambda 2. Now mod of z square minus x dot z. Now mod of z square is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it will be this lambda 2. Now we put lambda 2 as B dot z. Then we can write this B is B dot z into z minus x, and that's your option A. Now if we take dot product of these two options, then we can write A dot B will be equal to A dot y into B dot z, and L be y minus z dot z minus x. So L be A dot y B dot z, and here will be y dot z minus x dot y minus mod of z square plus z dot x. Now this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, and this is 2. So this 1 and 1 will cancel. So this value is actually minus 1. So from here we can say this A dot B will be equal to minus A dot y into B dot z, and that's your option C. So the correct options are A, B and C. Now the question is, let PQR be a triangle if mod A is 12, mod B is 4 root 3 and B dot C is 24, then which of the following is or are true? Now if they are sides of a triangle, we know that A plus B plus C, it must be 0. Now we can write this as B plus C equals minus A. Now we take mod and square it, then we can write mod of B plus C square will be equal to mod of minus A square. Now this is mod B square plus mod C square plus 2 times B dot C, and it will be equal to mod of A square. Now mod B square is 16 into 3, 48 plus mod of C square. Now B dot C is 24, 24 into 2 is 48, and it will be equal to mod of A square, which is 144. So from here we get value of mod C square as 48, or the value of mod C is 4 root 3. Now we write mod C square by 2, mod C square by 2 is 24, and mod A is 12. Now we subtract both of them, we'll get this value as 12. So this option A is correct, and if we add them, we'll get this as 36. So this option B is incorrect. Now we need to find the value of A dot B. For A dot B, we'll write this as A plus B equals minus C. Now we again take mod and square, we'll write mod of A square plus mod of B square plus 2 times A dot B. It is equal to mod of C square. Now mod of A square is 144, mod of B square is 48 plus 2 times A dot B, and it is equal to mod of C square, which again is 48. So from here we'll get the value of A dot B as minus 72, and that's your option D. Now for this option C, we have to find A cross B plus C cross A mod. Now we know that if A plus B plus C is 0, then A cross B, it is equal to B cross C, and is equal to C cross A. So this left hand side, it is nothing but it is 2 times A cross B. Now we have to find the value of A cross B. Now A cross B is mod A mod B sine theta. Now we can write this as 2 times mod A mod B, and we can write sine square theta as 1 minus cos square theta. So it will be this 2 times under root of mod A square mod B square and minus A dot B square. Now this is 2 times and under root of, now this is A square is 12 square, B square is 48 minus A dot B, and A dot B is 72. 72 is 12 into 6, so it will be 12 square into 6 square. So we'll take 12 common, so it will be 24 and under root of 48 minus 36, which is 24 under root 12, which is 48 root 3. So that means this option C is also correct. So the correct options are A, C and D. Now here the question is, if O is the origin and PQR be arbitrary triangle, then point S is such that OP dot OQ plus OR dot OS is equal to OR dot OP plus OQ dot OS. Now suppose their position vectors are P, Q, R and S. Now from these first two expressions we can write P dot Q plus R dot S, it is equal to R dot P plus Q dot S. Now we'll take P together, so we'll write P dot Q minus R, and here we'll take S together, so it will be S dot R minus Q equals 0, or we can write P minus S dot Q minus R, it is equal to 0. Now this is vector SP and this is vector RQ. So we have this triangle PQR, and then we have this point S, and this SP dot RQ is 0. That means SP is perpendicular to RQ. In the same way, from these other two, we can prove that this SQ, it is perpendicular to PR. So this S, it is actually point of intersection of altitudes, and therefore it is an orthocenter, and that's your option D. Now here the question is, let A and B be 2 unit vectors such that A dot B is 0. That means they are perpendicular, and for some xy belongs to R, let C equals XA plus YB plus A cross B, and it is also given that mod of C equals to, if vector C is inclined at an angle alpha to both A and B, then the value of 8 cos square alpha is. Now if C is inclined at an angle alpha to both, then C dot A will be mod C mod A cos alpha, and mod C is 2, so it will be simply 2 cos alpha, and the same way C dot B will be 2 cos alpha. Now first we'll find the value of X and Y. If we take dot product with A, we write A dot C, and this is X. Now this is A dot A, and A dot A is 1, A dot B is 0, and A dot A cross B is 0. So the value of X is A dot C, which is 2 cos alpha, Now we'll take dot product with b. We'll get b dot c will be equal to 0, and then b dot b is 1, and then b dot a cross b is also 0. So value of y is also 2 cos alpha. So now we can write this c as this vector c equals 2 cos alpha a plus 2 cos alpha b plus a cross b. Now we'll take mod both sides and we'll square it. So we'll get mod of c square, and it'll be equal to 4 cos square alpha and mod of a square plus 4 cos square alpha into mod of b square plus mod of a cross b square plus 2 times. Now a dot b, it is 0. A dot a cross b will be 0, and b dot a cross b will also be 0. So we'll get mod of c square, which is simply 4, and 4 cos square alpha as a is a unit vector, and plus 4 cos square alpha. Now plus mod a cross b is mod a mod b sin pi by 2, which is simply 1. So we'll get the value of 8 cos square alpha as 3. So the value of 8 cos square alpha is 3, which is the answer to this question. Then we have projection condition. So if we have two vectors a and b, then projection of b on a will be given by b dot a cap. So we have to find a cap and then take the dot product of a cap with b, and this is how we find this projection of b on a. Now this projection, it can be positive and it can also be negative depending on directions of a and b. And suppose if we are given projection length, then projection length will be given by mod of b dot a cap. Now suppose we have two vectors a and b, and if we have to resolve this b in two perpendicular vectors, one in the direction of a and another one in the direction perpendicular to a, then this is b1 and this is b2. Now b1 is actually projection of b on a, so we can write this b1 as this projection length, which is b dot a cap, and then this direction, and it is in the direction of a, so it will be simply a cap, or we can also write this as b dot a into a upon mod of a square, and this b2, we know that b1 plus b2 is b, so b2 will be simply b minus b1 or b minus b dot a cap into a cap. So this is how we resolve any vector in two components, one in the direction of a and the other in the direction perpendicular to a. And if it is just length, make sure you take this mod sign, because you'll get two values, plus and minus. Now the question is, if u, v and w are such that mod of u is 1, mod of v is 2 and mod of w is 3, if projection of v along u is equal to that of w along u, that means v dot u cap will be same as w dot u cap, and since it is u both sides, we can write v dot u will be equal to w dot u, and v and w are perpendicular. It simply means v dot w will be 0. We need to find the value of mod u minus v plus w. Now if we write u minus v plus w square, it will be mod of u square plus mod of v square plus mod of w square plus 2 times minus u dot v minus v dot w plus u dot w. Now v dot w is 0, so it will be 0, and v dot u is same as w dot u, so these two, they'll cancel. So this square will be equal to mod of u square, which is 1 plus 4 plus 9, so value of mod u minus v plus w will be simply under root 14, and that's your option 1. Now here the question is, we are given two vectors A and B, and let C be alpha A plus beta B. If the projection of C on vector A plus B is 3 root 2, then the minimum value of C minus A cross B dot C is. Now if we look at A cross B dot C, it will be A cross B dot, now C is alpha A plus beta B. A dot A cross B is 0 and B dot A cross B is also 0. So this is 0. So that means here we just need to find the value of mod of C square. Now we are given that C is alpha A and A is 2i plus j minus k, and B is I plus 2j plus k, which we can write as 2 alpha plus beta I plus alpha plus 2 beta j and plus minus alpha plus beta k. Now it says that projection of C on this vector A plus B is 3 root 2. Now first we'll find vector A plus B, and it'll be 3i plus 3j, and if we find unit vector in this direction, so unit vector in the direction of A plus B will be given by 3i plus j upon 3 root 2. Now projection of C on A plus B will be C dot n cap, and it will be equal to 3 root 2. If we take the dot product, we'll get 2 alpha plus beta plus alpha plus 2 beta upon root 2 will be equal to 3 root 2, or 3 times alpha plus beta will be equal to simply 6, or the value of alpha plus beta is 2. Now we need to find the value of mod of C square. Now we're given that C is alpha A plus beta B. Now we take its mod and we square it, we'll get mod of C square, and this is alpha square into mod of A square plus beta square into mod of beta square plus 2 alpha beta into A dot B. Now this is alpha square. Now what's mod of A square? Mod of A square is simply 6 plus mod of beta square. Mod of B square is also 6 plus 2 alpha beta. Now what's the value of A dot B? A dot B will be 2 plus 2 minus 1, and it will be simply 3. Now we take 6 common, we can write alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta. Now we'll add alpha beta and we'll subtract alpha beta. So we can write 6 into alpha plus beta whole square minus alpha into beta. Now we know that alpha plus beta, it is 2. So it will be 6 into 4 minus alpha beta. Now we need to find minimum value of C square. Now we know that alpha plus beta is 2. We can write alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta will be 4. Now alpha square plus beta square will be greater than or equal to 2 alpha beta. So if we put here 2 alpha beta, so we'll get alpha into beta, it should be less than or equal to 1. So the maximum value of alpha beta is 1. So value of C square will be minimum when value of alpha beta is maximum. So it will be 6 into 4 minus 1, and which is simply 18. So answer to this question is 18. Now here the question is, let A and B be positive real numbers. Suppose PQ is AI plus BJ and PS is AI minus BJ are adjacent sides of parallelogram PQRS. So we have this parallelogram PQRS. Where PQ is AI plus BJ and PS is AI minus BJ. Let U and V be the projection vector of W, which is I plus j along P, Q and PS respectively. If mod of U plus mod of V equals mod of W, and if area of parallelogram is 8, then which of the following statements is or are true? Now first we'll simplify area of this parallelogram, and we know that area of parallelogram is given by mod of PQ cross PS. So we'll find mod of this cross product. So it is IJK, and this is A B0, and this is A minus B and 0. Now we simplify, we'll get this as minus AB and minus AB, and if we take mod, so it will be simply 2AB, and we are given that this area, it is 8. So from here we can say value of A into B is 4. Now we'll find U and V, which are projection vectors of W on P and S. So this U will be W dot PQ bar, so it will be I plus j dot AI plus BJ upon under root of A square plus B square, which is A plus B upon under root of A square plus B square. And the same way we'll find V, which is W dot PS bar, and it'll be A minus B upon under root of A square plus B square. Now we are given that mod U plus mod V equals mod W. So we are given mod of U plus mod of V, it is equal to mod of W. Now mod U is A plus B upon under root of A square plus B square. Mod of V is mod of A minus B upon under root of A square plus B square, and then mod of W is simply root 2. So from here we can write A plus B plus mod A minus B will be equal to under root of 2 into A square plus B square. Now we'll take this first case. If A is greater than or equal to B, in that case we'll get 2A, it is under root of 2A square plus B square. So it will be this root 2A, and if we square it, we'll get the condition that A equals B. And if we take B is greater than A, then here in this case it will be this negative number. So A and A will cancel. So we'll get root 2B equals under root of A square plus B square. Again we'll get A equals B. So for any condition we are getting A equals B. So now we have the condition that A equals B and A into B equals 4, which simply means that value of A and B, they are both 2. So value of A plus B is 4, this is correct. Value of A minus B is 2, it is incorrect. The length of diagonal PR of parallelogram PQRS. So this diagonal will be simply AI plus BJ plus AI plus BJ. So it will be 2AI, and its length will be simply 4. So option C is also correct. And W is angle bisector of vectors PQ and PS. Angle bisectors of PQ and PS, they are given by PQ plus minus PS. So there will be this 2 and then I plus j by root 2 plus minus I minus j by root 2. So this option B is incorrect. So the correct options are A and C. There will be questions on angle bisector. So we have two vectors A and B. Then the internal angle bisector of A and B will be given by the vector say n, and will be given by A cap plus B cap. So this vector will divide angle between A and B. Now we have to find this as a unit vector. a unit vector in the direction of internal angle bisector, it will be n cap and it will be given by a cap plus b cap upon mod of a cap plus b cap. Now if angle between a and b is theta, then we know that mod of a cap plus b cap square will be mod of a square plus mod of b square plus 2 times a cap dot b cap. Now this is 1 plus 1 plus 2 cos theta. We can take 2 common. It will be 1 plus cos theta. Now we can write this as 2 cos square theta by 2. So we can also write this n cap as a cap plus b cap upon 2 cos theta by 2. So this is how we can define internal angle bisector. Now if we have to find external angle bisector, it will be given by, suppose n dash, and there will be a dash minus b dash. This is how we can define angle bisectors of two given vectors. Now here the question is, if the incident ray on the surface is along a unit vector v and the reflected ray is along the unit vector w and the normal is along the vector a outward, express w in terms of a and v. I think w, it should be in this direction. Now suppose this angle is theta, then from law of reflection we know this angle is also theta. Now this a cap will be angle bisector of w and minus v. So we can write this a cap as w cap minus v cap, and since it is a unit vector, it will be divided by mod of w cap minus v cap. Now first we will find the value of mod w minus v. So this mod w minus v square will be mod of w square plus mod of v square minus 2 times w dot v. Now since u and v, they are unit vectors, so it will be 1 plus 1 minus 2 mod u mod v into angle between w and v. Now angle between w and v will be this angle, and this angle is 2 times 90 minus theta. So it will be cos 180 minus 2 theta, which is minus cos theta. So w minus v square will be 2 1 plus cos 2 theta, and cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. So it will be 2 into 2 cos square theta. So value of w dot v, it will be 2 cos theta. Now we put 2 cos theta here, then we can write this w as v plus 2 cos theta into a cap. Now we need to find the value of 2 cos theta. Now we look at angle between a and v. This angle will be pi minus theta. So if we take its dot product, we can write a dot v as mod a mod v into cos pi minus theta, and cos pi minus theta is minus cos theta. So it will be minus cos theta. So we can write cos theta as minus a dot v. So this w will be vector v and then minus a dot v into 2 and into a cap. So that is w in terms of a and v. So the correct answer is v minus 2 times a dot v into a cap. Now here the question is, let root 3 I plus j, I plus root 3 j and beta I plus 1 minus beta j be the position vectors of x, y and z with respect to origin O. If the distance of z from the bisector of acute angle of OX and OY is 3 by root 2, then possible values of mod beta is or are. Now we know that acute angle bisector of OX and OY will be given by OX cap plus OY cap. Now we know that direction of angle bisector of OX and OY will be given by this OX cap plus OY cap. So this N will be, now OX cap is root 3i plus j upon 2 plus oy is I plus root 3 j upon 2, which is root 3 plus 1 by 2 I cap plus j cap. So this angle bisector will be in the direction of this vector I plus j. So if we draw coordinate plane, then this angle bisector will be along this y equals x line. Now if we take this point z, this point z is beta comma 1 minus beta. Now it says the distance of z from this angle bisector, it is 3 by root 2. We need to find possible values of mod beta. So distance of this point from this line x minus y equals 0 will be beta minus 1 minus beta mod upon root 2, and will be equal to 3 by root 2. Now root 2 and root 2 will cancel, so we'll get mod of 2 beta minus 1 will be equal to 3. So we'll get two cases, 2 beta minus 1, either it is equal to 3 or 2 beta minus 1, it is equal to minus 3. Now from here we'll get beta is 2 or beta is minus 1. So the values of mod beta, they are either 1 or 2. Now here the question is, let A, B, C be three non-coplanar vectors and alpha, beta and gamma be the angles between AB, BC and CA. Now let X, Y, Z be unit vectors along the bisectors of angles alpha, beta and gamma respectively. Then prove that X cross Y, Y cross Z and Z cross X is. Now we know that X is a unit vector along the bisector of angle alpha, and alpha is angle between A and B. So we have two vectors A and B. And X is internal angle bisector of A and B. Now we can write this X as A cap plus B cap divided by mod of A cap plus B cap. Now we need to find the value of mod A cap plus B cap. Now we know that A cap plus B cap whole square will be mod of A square plus mod of B square plus 2 times A dot B. Now since they are unit vectors, so it is 1 plus 1 and this is 2, and here it is cos alpha, so it will be 2 1 plus cos alpha, or it is 4 cos square alpha by 2. So value of this mod A plus B will be 2 cos alpha by 2. So we can write this X as A cap plus B cap upon 2 cos alpha by 2. Now the same way we can write Y as B plus C upon 2 cos beta by 2 and Z as C plus A upon 2 cos gamma by 2. Now it says we need to find the value of box product X cross Y, Y cross Z and Z cross X. Now we know that this box product, it is equal to box product of XYZ whole square. Now box product of XYZ is, now we'll take all these common, so it will be 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, and that will be 1 by 64 cos square alpha by 2, cos square beta by 2 and cos square gamma by 2, and here it will be A plus B, B plus C and C plus A whole square. Now we know that box product of A plus B, B plus C and C plus A is 2 times ABC. So it will be 1 by 64 cos square alpha by 2, cos square beta by 2, cos square gamma by 2, and it will be 2 square is 4, and then it will be this box product ABC. Now this 4 and 64 will cancel, so we'll get this as, and here will be this square, so we'll get this as 1 by 16 box product ABC square into secant square alpha by 2 into secant square beta by 2 into secant square gamma by 2, and which is what we need to prove.
Hello and welcome to the world of mathematics. I present my website www.mathsmarazing.com and my YouTube channel Mathsmarazing for your kind perusal. If you like them and are inspired by the possibilities, then consider subscribing and sharing it with someone you know who might benefit from it. Thank you.